Yes, I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, great.
Yes.
All right. Good to have everyone here. We've got quite a few folks here, and we're on live on YouTube as well. So, very exciting to see all the folks who are here to meet Kemi. We've got Kemisola here today. She is our exceptional top community member, exceptional learner, rock star with cloud. She's always building AWS and Kubernetes projects. She shares her journey online and lifts everyone along the way. Kemisola, so good to have you here. Thank you for joining.
Thank you for having me, Maya, Dr. Maya.
To start off, can you give us a quick introduction about who you are, where you are in your journey, and what you've been working on, just so that everybody's
Hi,
up to date?
everybody. It's so good to be here. Thank you for having me once again. My name is Kemisola. I'm currently based in Lagos, Nigeria. I actually started my career 8 years ago as a digital marketing strategist. And I kept asking a lot of questions about how do we retain all these customers that we spend so much resources to acquire. And that curiosity led me to CRM. And since my transition to CRM, I've been in the CRM space for 7 years now, and specifically in the high gaming industry. I've started different departments from the scratch into a sports betting company. From startup, joined the company and I just do the department from scratch to my former company was to a team of four. And presently I'm building another department. But along the way, a lot of issues happened with the CRM platform that I have worked with. And I was curious again on why is all this happening. And that curiosity led me to cloud engineering, and that is where I've been trying to transition to for the past. Let me just use maybe almost 2 years now. So the CRM tools have made me to want to be a solution to why is the CRM tool working like this, or why is the CRM tool not working the way that it is expected to work. So that is my journey, and that is why I'm currently transitioning and doing a lot of projects to understand the back end of a CRM tool and be a solution.
That's amazing. What a journey. What a journey, Kemi. Crazy from digital marketing to now CRM and that too in gaming industry. Isn't is that that sounds really fun. I'd love to know what that like
Mhm.
what that's like. But I'd also like to know in case and there are people who don't know what is a CRM manager? What does that mean? And also, like,
Okay.
tell us more about the gaming industry because I know we have a lot of gamers in our community.
CRM is customer relationship management. So basically, what you do is to retain customers right from the point of registrations across different channels of communications, email, SMS, web push, pop up, inbox, and all that. So what you do is just to make sure that customers are retained and they become loyal right from the point of registration. So if you as a customer you patronize some brands and you receive email or SMS, that is a CRM specialist at work. So that's what CRM is all about. And then for the iGaming industry, I actually entered the iGaming industry by mistake. It was a very um, unfortunate mistake. Let me put it that way. I just had an opportunity and I took it. At that point, I didn't even know something called iGaming existed. I just want to be a solution to companies retaining customers rather than spending so much of money acquiring them. And then I entered the iGaming industry, and it has been so challenging because it is a very fast-paced industry. You have to be on your toes, but it has been an industry that I'm totally in love with. And currently, I'm not sure I want to leave that industry.
That's so cool that it's a
Mm.
happenstance event, and I like how you say it's a fortunate accident that happened. Are
Please.
you a gamer, Kemi?
No, 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 no. I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Again, big shout out to everyone who's joined today. Just catching you up to speed. We just started. Kemisola is telling us all about her CRM, her role into CRM manager in the iGaming industry and how cloud has been very relevant for that. And she's kind of mixing both, right? Oh, I think Kemisola is a little frozen there. And while she's working through that technical difficulties, Kemisola has been an absolute pillar in the NextWork community. She has seen NextWork uh,
Okay.
quite before what it
Mm.
is today. Kemi, are you there? Can you hear me? Oh, a little bit of technical difficulties. Kemi is also a leader of the Lagos, Nigeria city. So she is an absolute pillar of the NextWork community. She's seen NextWork before it is what it is today. Actually, Kemi, on that note, can you tell us a little bit about how you found NextWork? Oh no, no audio. Can't hear you. Mm-mm. Can you try joining back in? Or 1 second, let me, yeah, okay. Yeah, sometimes we have technical difficulties, and that's part of our role, isn't it? When we're in IT, when we're in the tech space, this is bound to happen, and you just have to accept things as they are and figure out how to do it better each time.
Can you hear
Kemi,
me now?
yes, yes, we can. Good to have you back.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. So when I was transitioning to cloud engineering and I was taking it serious, I was writing AWS exams. I've written my cloud practitioner, and at that moment, I was preparing for my solutions architect. So I just had to do something to my social media platforms and make sure that everything that comes to me is everything that has to do with cloud engineering, either on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on TikTok, or even Twitter. X, formerly called Twitter. So when I did that, and I was just scrolling through my TikTok, then I saw Max, and it was on TikTok shop. They have to write class project and all that. So I was like, okay, because I was
Frozen again. Kemi Solo was saying that as she was transitioning into cloud engineering, she was being very serious about it, and she's got all the AWS exams to take. So she's all in all the social media platforms, making sure that everything that she reads and sees is related to cloud engineering. And I think that's how she saw Maximus and his videos um, on behalf of NextWork. Good to see everyone here. Vineet, Azam, Roy, Shane, Soheb, Derek, thank you so much for being so patient with us with the technical difficulties. How's everyone doing today? I think we have representation from US and India. Am I right? Awesome. Soheb, good to see you. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Let me see. What about me? I'm doing well. It is Wednesday morning in New Zealand, and I've got my cup of coffee. Every day I go to the cafe with John, our lead designer, and yeah. Shane says, did you try turning it off and back on again? I have a feeling since you all can hear me, it might be an internet situation for Kemi. Um, yeah, I know, right? Anytime in doubt, just restart. It's the difference between engineers and doctors. Doctors cannot, unfortunately, restart the human body if they're stuck. But when it comes to machines, it's a totally okay thing to do. I wonder if there will be a day when we can restart the human body. I mean, technically we do, but it's highly, highly, highly risky. There's no guarantee that it'll turn back on. So, sorry, I digress. Vinit says India. In India, it is 2:41 a.m. I know. Azam and Vinit are joining from India, and it is crazy. Crazy as to the time at which you guys are joining. Awesome, by the way. Azam says if the doc wants, they can. They can, but then if you're in the US especially, if they mess up, they're really, really in big trouble with legal fees, you know? I don't know how it is in India. I think maybe you might be able to get away with more as a doctor. Getting hit with 277 volt can do that to you. Yeah. Ethics, is it overrated? Is it underrated? I do not know. I do not know. Who really decides what is ethical and what is not? By the way, did you know Austin has a F1 race? Asked Sohib. Yes, actually, we do know. And I know this because when Maximus and Amber visited Austin last month, and Shane drove in to see them from Houston, they actually went to the F1 track because the whole F1 race was going on at that time. Wait, what? What do you mean, Azam? Sean gave you a peek? What does that mean? Did he fly you to Austin and you guys visited the peak? Visited the racetrack? I wonder what happened to Kemi. She might have restarted her router or something like that. Poor thing. It's hard, you know. NextWork is a global community. We've got learners from all over the world. Kemi is joining from Nigeria, which is amazing. It's 10 p.m. for her. She's a mother, and she made the time to meet with us today. In even after her full-time job, it's crazy to see NextWork learners and their dedication to learning as well as to the community. It's just so beautiful to see all of you here as well, making the time to be here at what, 2:41 a.m. Craziness. I think that's wild. It's so cool. You know what? One of these days, actually, last 2 weeks ago, we had a interactive build lab, and I was doing this build online, and on YouTube, someone joined and said, "Oh, I just stumbled upon this because I was looking for music. I'm joining from India. I'm on my morning walk and just tuning in." And it was wild to me how, you know, just as a walk, I think Rajneesh does this all the time. Um, People just join in and show their love for NextWork. It's really, really cool to see that. Let's see. Azam says, "Oh no, Sean has shown the images when the next team was there." Yeah, I'm a F1 fan, so I was a bit excited. Yeah, I think there's a race going on in Dubai right now, right? Vineet, I'm working on Elastic Beanstalk, and suddenly I got a pop up by Discord that someone is going to join us. So I entered the chat. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. I'm glad you're here. Oh, I see a message from Kemi. Let me just check it. I'm trying to join back. Apologies. No worries. No worries, Kemisola. Totally fine. We're so happy to have you here. Really, really appreciate the time you're taking to do this for us. Kemi, you're back. Yay.
I apologize. I'm having a bad day with network right now.
Oh, we missed you. We missed you, but we were hanging in there waiting for you to restart. Oh no. She's gone again. She's gone again. Azam says it starts next year in March. Is there something going on in Dubai right now? F1 Dubai. F1 Dubai right now, 2025. Oh, it's the. Oh, it was over last week. Okay. Right. Right. It happened. Yeah, it ended on Sunday. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cool. Oh no, Kimmy. I'm so bummed. Let me see if I can move her to the audience and then put her back on stage. Yeah. Fun fact about Kemi, she's been really, really amazing at building her brand. I think the way she posts on LinkedIn, she's got a channel on Instagram, maybe YouTube, I'm not sure. Oh, TikTok, yes. She's very, she puts herself out there, and I think it's really commendable. Vinitsa asks, hey Maya, how to do a deep dive more into this industry? Any suggestions? Insights that no one shares. Um, I think what I'm hearing a lot, Vineet, I don't know if it's something that people don't share, but this is like a unspoken rule that everyone seems to know, but um, it isn't as obvious, I feel. Network, like literally connect with people. Um, Reach out to people, cold emails, message people on LinkedIn, go to tech events, uh, and then just put yourself out there. I think that's the way to get connections and understand a little bit more about opportunities in the industry. That's one thing. To ask, like, I'm not sure what you mean by a deep dive. And if you're talking about a deep dive um, in terms of like understanding things technically, learning more, I think you just gotta practice, 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 practice. Do projects, break things, fix things, all of that stuff. Hello, welcome back.
I'm frustrated right now. It's not a good day to have a network problem.
Yeah,
Apologies. I
no
wish I
worries.
can help.
No worries, no
Mm,
worries, no worries. We're all having fun here. We're chatting about the industry, how to get more deep into it. I was also telling everyone about how you're a community leader in Lagos and how you have a social media presence. You have quite a big professional brand with Misola in the cloud, with your Instagram, TikTok, and even your LinkedIn posts. They're so fly. So I can't wait to talk more about all of this with you today. And I'm glad you're like not letting go and giving up on the network difficulties that are happening today. It happens. We're all in IT. We all understand
yeah,
tech. These things happen.
yeah, it's annoying.
It is. It is. But yeah, you were saying, so how I asked you how you got to know about NextWork, and I love that your answer was like, when I wanted to do cloud engineering, I was all in. Like, I'm following all the social media channels. I'm making sure that I'm reading, learning, watching everything related to cloud, especially when you're preparing for cloud
Yes,
exams. It's good to be in that zone
yes,
that
that's
everything you see is cloud. And
that's it.
in doing that, you came across a video by Maximus. Do you remember what that video was?
Well, the video was you can build free projects on cloud. I think free projects, write free projects on cloud. Since I was in the cloud already, that was like something that just made me to take action at that moment. So it was the free projects that captured me.
Yeah. And it was just do
Mm.
projects.
Yes, yes, yes.
And Kemi, you joined what, like, when was this? When did you join NextWork? When was your first NextWork project? Because you've been around even before I have.
Yes. I think that was 24th, either August or September 2024. Yes. Either
2020.
August or September.
Nice. So
Yes.
yeah, over a year. And what was your first project? Uh-oh. You know what? That's a good idea. Kemi, Shane has an idea to try and use a phone for Discord. Sometimes it works better, but I think we're okay right now. I think we're okay.
Okay, maybe I can try my laptop because I'm actually using my phone right now.
Okay, okay. I think we're okay now. And
Mhm.
we'll just play by ear.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What was your first project? Oh, we lost her again. Yeah. Tough one. Oh, I see we have VK and Saladin and Monarch. Good to see you all here. How's everyone doing? Where are you guys joining from? I know that Vineet and Azam are joining from India, Roy, Shane, Sohib, and Derek, all in Southwest US. I was going to say Texas, and then I realized Shane is in Arizona. But I don't know where Monarch and VK and Saludin are joining from. Let me know. Good to see you guys here. Today we're doing a learner limelight session, and we have Kemisola, who is joining from Lagos, Nigeria. So VK, you are in great company. Do you know Kemi by any chance? Because I know she's a leader in in Lagos. Maybe you are in Lagos, maybe you're not, but it would be really cool to know and connect. Kemi is a CRM manager in the iGaming industry, and she's um, AWS certified. Hello, hello, Cami. Can you hear me?
Ah, okay, Maya. Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Amazing, amazing. Okay, all right. So yeah, so you joined
Okay, so I've
NextWork.
joined with laptop. I hope.
You were joining network projects, and what made you join the community instead of just doing the projects from far? Because Cami, you are such a pillar
I
in the
think
community.
what made me particularly join, because before I even
I think there's a
yes, can you hear me?
Cami, I think there's a delay, so I'm just going to keep shut for a bit so that your audio can catch up. Cami, can you hear me? Oh, you cannot hear me at all.
Yes, can you hear me?
Oh, you can hear me. Okay. So my question is, you found NextWork through a video by Maximus. You started doing projects,
Yes,
and
yes.
now you're preparing for the certificates. And then um, I think the question was, what made you join the community and be more involved? I mean, you were really involved. You really leveled up, unlocked NextWork Pro. You're like everyone knows you. You are an absolute star with helping everyone, providing useful information about errors and how to resolve them. And you became a community lead in your city. So, what made you join the community with such energy and such, uh, life? Like you brought so much to the NextRec community.
So I think I know what it means to be a learner. I've been in a position where I have questions and I don't know how to ask the questions. I don't know how to reach out to people for
Mm-hmm.
whatever reasons, even for personal reasons, professional reasons. I like learning on my own, but I do not want people to be in that position because it's a difficult position that sometimes will not make you grow. So I just wanted to help somebody. I want to be out there and hold people's hand in case you need help. Just in case you are sharing your problem and I have a solution, let me just drop it in the group. Let me share something from my own experience. So being a learner who has been in that position, I don't want anybody to be in that position, and I just wanted to help. So that is why even before opening the group, I was already asking questions.
That's really powerful, Kemi. Kemi said that I know what it's like to be a learner. I've struggled myself, and nobody else should struggle this much. Like we should all just help each other out. And having that care and concern for others, because you've gone through that journey too, is amazing. And I think that's what makes Kemi as wonderful as she is. And even like, folks in the community right now, like Shane and Derek, you guys do it all the time. If you've run into an error, you help out, and you've been a learner yourself, and you're like, I've done it. I know how what others are going through. Here, let me help you out. So really appreciate this community, NextWork community. Great question, Sohib. Oh my God. Sohib asked, Kemi, how did you overcome moments of failure as a learner? Wow. Yeah, let's give her a minute to join back in. I wonder if it helps. Do you have any ideas on what we can do to um, reduce the bandwidth on Discord if one person is struggling with internet? Like, you know how WhatsApp just automatically um, streams lower quality video and it just continues anyway. I don't think Discord does that. I don't think FaceTime does that. Be cool. It would be cool to have some ideas around it. Can you host the interview on YouTube instead? Ooh. Oh. How do you join on YouTube though? It has to be, she has to join some platform together because this is being streamed in YouTube. It's going on live, but she needs a way to join in. Google Meet is another option, Zoom is another option, but Discord sometimes is a struggle. Yeah, the problem is with turning off video is that if I turn off video or she turns off video, then like everybody else misses out. Maybe Kemi can try turning off the video, or maybe we do this like the old-fashioned radio style way, where there's no video. We could try that actually, and just like a audio podcast style. Kemi, are you back?
Oh, yes, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. It's okay if you want to turn
Okay.
off the video to
Yeah,
help with the bandwidth.
sure, that's cool.
All right.
So, did you guys? I was saying something. Did you guys say that clearly, or at what point did I stop?
You were saying that you were saying something really, really powerful. I've got to say, I asked you why you joined the community and why you were so involved and engaged in it when you could just do projects on your own. And your answer, what I captured was that you know what it's like to be a learner. You struggle, and nobody should have to do that alone. And so you wanted to help out in every way that you can.
Yes, yes, okay, yeah. So
Uh,
yes, that I don't want anybody to be in that position, and I just want to be a voice to help. And before I even introduce myself on NextWork, I have written like 6 projects, and I can see a lot of posts about people having some issues, errors, and all that. And that was when I decided, oh, let me just help. And I'm here a year later.
wow. Wait, what do you mean that before you were introduced to NextWork, you had written 6 projects? What does that mean?
Yeah, so when I joined the NextWork community, I was silent. I was just there doing the project. So before I introduced myself on NextWork community, I have written like 6 projects. Um, so then I put myself on a challenge, 1 project a day. So when I joined, I was just silent, just writing projects. But when I was seeing people's posts, people's comments, the error messages, I just had to, introduce myself and start helping people who definitely need the help.
Amazing, amazing. And Cami, at that time, like a year ago, we didn't even have this many members in the community. And for you to step up when you had done NextWork projects, like one a day, going through troubleshooting it, and then seeing other people running into the same errors, you just stepped up. How did you troubleshoot your errors? Did you ever ask, were you somebody who asked a lot of questions, or were you more on like the answering questions?
More like finding the root cause myself, maybe where checking Google, checking if people have encountered the same problem and how they resolve it.
Mm,
So that's my troubleshooting style.
yeah.
Just like I said, I'm somebody that does not really like to ask for help. So I like to get things done myself.
I really appreciate you saying that because I think that's majority of us. We don't like asking for help. We don't like to be dependent on people. We want to feel like, oh, I can do this myself. I can figure it out myself. And you're right. It is. It's hard, as a learner. I always feel that in the community, when somebody asks a question, it must have been like, it must have taken a lot to ask that question because it's not easy to ask for help.
Exactly.
And
Yes, yes.
And so I really like just saying that when somebody asks a question in the community, I think it's powerful. It's like, whoa, you must be really stuck. Let me help you. Like, so the fact that you, Kemi, was thinking that way, I really, really appreciate that. That when you know that how hard it is to ask for help, and you see somebody asking for help, asking you a question, you're like, I got you. Let me help you. I've done there. I've been that. I've been there. I've done that. Let me help you. Soheb has a
Thank
question for you, Kemi. He asked,
Okay.
how did you overcome moments of failure as a learner?
I think those days, they are normal. They will come. And what I normally do is that I just tell myself, see, you're a learner. Just keep learning.
Mm.
And I think it's more of personal thing. You have to grow a very thick skin in this career path because it will come. You will fail, you will learn, and then you will grow. So if you don't fail, you won't learn, and that means you're not growing.
I love that. I love that you said you have to grow a thick skin in this career.
Yes,
You will
yes,
fail.
yeah.
You will fall. Because if you don't, you're not learning. You're not
You're
growing.
not learning at all.
That's awesome. And so it's just an attitude. It's just a shift in attitude that um like the moments of failure is just going to happen. I'm a learner and always having that attitude of a beginner. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah, so those people who have like 25 years of experience in this, if you share their story or if you read their stories, they've passed through this phase. Even they will still pass through it, no matter the years of experience that you have. One way or the other, you will get something done and maybe it will fail. Then you will learn one or two things from that failure. So
Yeah.
that's just how I operate. Even at my place of work, if I run a campaign and it failed, I want to know why, then I will learn from the why.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's so awesome, Kemi. I think that's really powerful to hear you say that. That even with 5 years of experience, you're still going to make mistakes. You're still going to fail. You might not make the same mistakes, so you can help others, but it's still going to you'll never get over that feeling of like, oh, I'm going to fail.
Yes, of course.
And Cami, you are also very. I think one thing I really admire about you is how transparent you are about your learning. You put yourself out there. You have a really strong professional brand that you portray on social media, on LinkedIn, and I think it draws attention in a really good way. It like recruiters are looking at you, your managers are looking at how you're growing, how you're talking about what you're learning. I think it's really powerful in this day and age to be able to showcase your skills. I think we always talk about this at NextWork. You have to build
Yeah,
skills, and then you have to show and tell people that you have these skills. Certificates are one way of doing it, but now even certificates are just about like passing exams. How do you go above and beyond that? And I want to know, Kemi, what I mean, was it when? How did you start doing that? Um, yeah, maybe tell us a little bit about your journey of learning in public, you know?
okay, so one thing is that uh you are not the ghost, right? You need to be seen, you need to be heard, you need to be visible. And that is what I gave myself. I gave myself like I need to be out there. Because if you are not talking about yourself, if you are not marketing yourself, nobody will know you. There are thousands of people with the skills. So what is making you different? And learning in public or building in public, it's the best thing to do in this is it our generation or right now, because you don't have to, you are not under the table. Like, be a light, make sure that you are seen, let people know you, let them know what you are doing, what you are up to, where you are learning from. So don't be a ghost. I tell everybody, don't be a ghost type. Even if you don't have anything to post on your socials, just write something. Even if it's just hello, or just or a picture of yourself. Just post something. Be seen. Be visible. So
Yeah.
that's why I started showcasing my project. And thank God for NextWork project, right? I have something, a lot of things to write about. I have documentations, I have my mistakes, and I have my projects to showcase to people, and just let them know this is what I'm learning, this is what I learned from it, and this is what I can do. And what one thing I've been able to do is to break it down. So as while writing all these things, I'm not sounding too technical. I'm not being too technical, like you write technical jargons that a layman cannot understand. Just let a simple man be able to understand that you are working on this project. What are you learning from it? So if somebody who does not know anything about cloud comes to your page, will they be able to understand what you have been posting? So if
Mm,
you are visible, also be very clear why doing this.
mm, I like that. I think I heard two elements to it. So be visible, don't be a ghost. Be visible, like what everybody has skills. What stands you out
Uh,
from the crowd is important. And sometimes you will have nothing to post, but it's important to have that momentum, that consistency, especially with like how social media works, the analytics and the views. Like you doing it consistently is pace in the long term, right? Um, and then putting in your documentation, putting in talking about your work, what you're doing, all of that is really helpful. Was it? How did you get started with that? Did it ever feel scary, or like did you feel very vulnerable? Do you still feel that way?
Scary, yes. It's scary in the sense that, am I making sense? It's not as if I care, right? It's just me putting myself out there, but am I making sense? So sometimes when I check my post, I edit a lot. After posting it, I still edit. So that's me being scared, and it's normal. I'm still learning. I'm a learner. So I think it's normal for me to be scared. Yes, up to now I still feel that way.
Yeah,
I still edit my post even after being posted. So yes.
yeah, yeah. Was there any moment when the community helped you keep going in any way?
Yes, we have amazing people from NextWork. So they just come to your DM, ask you questions. Even when on days you don't feel like talking about cloud, people just comes. I mean, we have a WhatsApp group, and they just chat to you. Hi, Misola, this guy, I don't understand this. Can you help me with this? And I'm like, oh my god, I'm not really in a good mood. But wait, let's quickly jump on the call. So yeah, so the next SWOT community, the people there, even in our OG community meetings where we talk, we share all those things. Where I think I once asked the question that presently, maybe early this year, I'm not applying for cloud engineering jobs, and I asked Max and Nat if this is right, or maybe I'm just waiting for a miracle to happen. And they were like, oh no, go ahead and just forget the years of experience they're asking in this role. Just make sure that you keep applying. So yes, the community that have been so helpful, the questions, the learners, and of course you people, Dr. Maya, and the people that we meet on a weekly basis have been so amazing.
Oh, yeah. For context to everyone, Kemi was mentioning that she was applying for jobs, or she was feeling like, oh, am I ready to apply for cloud engineering jobs? And it was Max and Nat who were like, No, go wait. Don't wait. Don't wait for everything to be perfect before you apply for jobs. And Kemi, I think you represent every learner that we've met in the community. You know, a lot of folks are just waiting to be perfect to before they
Yeah.
can apply for jobs. Like, I need to know all the AWS services before I can say I'm an expert in AWS, before I can apply for a job. But I don't think you gotta wait for that. I think you gotta apply anyway. And you just have to show this determination to learn that even if I don't know, I can figure it out. And that's what you convey in the interviews. And so shout out to Maximus and Nat who gave you that push to apply for all the jobs.
Yeah, shout out to them.
And yeah, Derek says exactly, because I think Derek also talked about this in his Learner Limelight that you don't have to know everything. I think I think it was Terraform when in his interview somebody asked if he knew Terraform. He's like, I don't know, but I know like I'll figure it out. I know enough to know
Mm-hmm.
how to learn. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Azam also had a question kind of around that imposter syndrome that, you know, sometimes we learn and we do hands-on projects, but we don't have that confidence. How do we overcome that? And it sounds like you've had to overcome that. Any tips or tricks you would suggest to people who are going through the same thing?
So has I hope I'm pronouncing your name well. So see, imposter this thing will always come, and it is a stealer of joy. It is a stealer of your efforts, of your hard work. Do not allow it to happen. Do not allow it to happen. So yes, when this thing happen, just I don't know, it's like a self-confident thing. Maybe you stand in front of mirror and be like, I can do this. I've been here. Look at the projects that you've built. How many projects you did that? You troubleshooted. You know all this. Some even if it's only three services from AWS, it is something that you can still use in your interview or your certification.
Yeah.
So you please do not allow it to get to you. It will happen, but this is like a self-confident thing that you need to overcome by yourself. Maybe words of affirmation can help. Maybe looking at the hard work, the candles that you burn, that should help you.
Yeah, imposter syndrome. Just don't allow for it. It's going to happen. It will,
Yeah.
these are thoughts that will go through your mind. You might feel you'll have these negative self-talk, and you need to hear it. Like you need to witness it, and you need to say, no, there's no space for me. There's no space in my mind for this. I will not entertain this thought. It will happen, but just don't give any importance to it. Say no to imposter syndrome, right? Is what you're saying. And I think you
Yes.
mentioned words of affirmation might help.
Yes. Yes, they actually we have a lot of it online. You can just Google it.
Yeah.
You get some that you just maybe read to yourself even before your interview.
Yeah. And everyone is different. Everyone has a different way of dealing with it. And I think that's what you were talking about, Kemi, when you said you just have to, you have to overcome it. You know, it's not acceptable to you. It's just something that you have to work through it.
Yeah, don't let it steal your hard work.
Don't let it steal your hard work. I like it. I think that's a quotable, Kemi. Imposter syndrome is a killer of your hard work or thief of your hard work. Yeah, and so okay, so back to your role in the community, you're applying for, you're doing all these projects, you're putting yourself out there, applying for cloud engineering jobs, feeling that imposter syndrome. Oh, do I know enough to apply for the jobs? And then the community also helps you give that energy to be like, okay, I'm just going to apply anyway. At what point did you decide that you want to be a community leader and start a chapter in Lagos? What was that
Okay.
process like? And
Oh,
that too, let me
so
add, all the things you're doing. I mean, you've got a lot on your plate. On top of that, you said, "Oh, I want to be a community leader." How does that work?
I think being a community leader, I think it was something I literally saw coming when I joined NextWork community, and I just know that we have a lot of things to do. We have a lot of learners, and maybe now that it is global, you're not limited to Australia or Netherlands. So since we are global, we need help. And Lagos, maybe in Lagos, I'm going to be somebody to do this for my people in Lagos, Nigeria. So when it came up on the community that they're looking for leaders for different communities, and I reached out to that I'm interested because I really want to do this. I know a lot of people in who are battling with career paths, right? And being the fact that I've had 7 years of experience, I just know that I have something to give out. I have skills, I have something to share. So when I reached out and I did my interview to be a community leader, I was able to pass the interview and I just started it. We started with WhatsApp community where we were writing projects every month. So that has actually been a game changer for me. Sometimes it's not easy considering the fact that I have my 9 to 5. I have
Hmm.
my personal learning period. Sometimes it takes my sleep, and but one thing is for sure is that no part of my life is suffering while doing all those things. I've been able to balance it somehow. Some days are good and some days are bad, but somehow I've been able to balance it.
Amazing. Amazing. I love that. You're a giver, Kemi. It's very clear. Even before you became a community leader, you were stepping up and answering questions and saying, understanding that if learners are going through it, if I went through it, other learners are going through it too. Let me help. And understanding that there's a need for someone to step up to take that initiative. It's a very giving role, and it takes a leader to do that. So hats off to you to recognize the need for the local community in Lagos to say to have someone to help with that, and take that initiative. And I think it's important to recognize that when you talk about cloud engineering, especially when people talk about like, oh, I want to get a cloud engineering job, I want a cloud engineering role, the industry can be very contextual. The local city matters, what recruiters look for in that city or in that country differs across around the world. Sometimes places values certificates more. Um, Maybe certificates is the first way of filtering all the applicants, and then after that they look at projects. So knowing each context and having a support system of people who get that space is really important. And because NextWork community is global and we have folks from all over the world, it's important to also know who your local community is so that you can lean on them when it comes to applying for jobs, for interview tips, for reaching out to people, to network, and to really make that extra step. So, really appreciate you doing that, Kemi.
Thank you.
What would you say to a leader who who recognizes that there is a need in their city to start a chapter, but thinks, oh, I'm not good enough to do this yet. I don't know enough. I've only done 2 projects, or I've only done 5 projects. I'm not AWS certified. Can I really lead a community? Um, what would you say is important to know if they can or cannot do something, uh, to be a community leader?
Okay, and if we have anybody here who's in that position, I just want you to know that being a leader is not you leading. Being a leader, it is you holding somebody's hand together, and both of you are, communicating, leading each other. So if you think that I do not have the skill, or I do not have this, you are giving some excuses, then that is a big no. Being a leader is not, let me just cite an example of us in the Lagos community. We go to the group and just talk to people that, oh, who is ready to build a project? Do you have something you want to share with us? Just come up and come and write a project for us, or just lead a meeting or something. So that is us being a leader. I'm not just there and saying, oh, come and write this project, everybody do this, everybody do that. No, we ask questions, we lead together, we learn from each other. We are all learners. You are leading and you are learning. So please do not think that being a learner or being a community leader means it's going to take a lot of things from you. No, you are giving back and you are getting back. That's just the
Mm,
simple fact of being a community leader.
I love that. Cami, you're so wise. Uh, yeah, it's 100% true. A leader doesn't have to know everything or do everything. The leader is somebody who connects people together, um, ha- initiates a lot of activities, a lot of connections, and sometimes you have to lean on others and say, "Oh, this person is good at running an event. Let's lean on this person. Let me learn from this person." And understanding that big picture view of what it takes to do to make things happen. And sometimes there are certain services that we're not confident in, certain aspects of cloud that we need to improve on, and you just learn from each other. But not being shy, taking the initiative, those are the qualities of being a leader, right?
Being a leader, yes. Yeah.
Nice. um how do you decide like what kind of events to run? And you, Cami, when you used to do some of the events that you've run before aren't just NextWork projects, they're like other projects that you've created. What is that like? I think there was an
Oh, yeah.
automation processing system.
Okay, yes. With my other community leader, that is Bamishe. So we sometimes just have a short meeting on something interesting that we just saw, or maybe you just see something. I'll be like, "Hi, Miss Ola, I saw this. What do you think? Should we share with the community?" And we check it together. Sometimes Bamisha and I, we have a class together before even reaching out to the community, just to be sure of what we are sharing with others while we are learning. So before, that means that we learn, then we share, and from the questions that are being asked from the people, we are also learning from the questions. So sometimes when we see something different, something that is of interest, we just go ahead and share with people
Mm,
without limiting ourselves to NextWork great projects, even though we have a lot of projects that we are yet to complete on NextWork.
yeah.
Mm.
Awesome. Kemi, thanks for sharing that. I want to be mindful of time and I want to do our quick rapid round. So I'll ask you a bunch of questions really quick and then see if you can answer them really quickly, okay?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Favorite AWS service?
That would be that would be easy too.
EC2, okay.
Yeah.
Very, very universal, okay. Um, Morning person or night owl?
Network.
Night owl,
Definitely nice.
okay, okay.
Yes.
Do you learn best by watching a video, reading, or doing?
Reading and doing, watching a video and doing. Yeah.
Watching a video and doing. Okay.
Can I pick
Um,
two?
yeah. One
Okay.
emoji that describes your cloud journey.
Should I send it to the chat right now?
Yeah, sure. Do it.
Okay.
I'm very curious.
That.
Oh, that's so funny. Nice. Okay. Do you like music, silence, or background noise when you're learning?
Music takes me to another world entirely.
And what's the music? What's your go-to music when you're learning?
I like slow music, and my favorite artist is Asha. Asha in Nigeria. She's a that's her name. She's my favorite person. So I listen to her almost all her album while working on projects. Somehow I love the girl.
Okay, okay, I'll have to check her out. And what is one non-technical activity that recharges you?
Swimming. It's definitely swimming. I love swimming.
Swimming?
Yes.
Oh, nice, nice. Very cool. How often do you swim?
I make sure I do that like two times a month. Yeah.
No. And how long do you swim for?
Probably some maybe longest 1 hour, but not 1 hour in the water, just 1 hour on and off.
Yeah,
Sometimes I love the sight of water. I actually love water. I love beaches. I love swimming pools.
yeah.
Uh,
Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice. I think swimming is one of the most like it's a very comprehensive activity. It uses all the muscles in your body.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. It's so good to hear from you today, Kemi. It is so powerful to hear your story, and I think, I mean, if you guys aren't following Kemi, you should definitely follow her. Follow her on LinkedIn. Follow her on um, Instagram and TikTok. I myself am a big fan of Kemi's posts. I think the way she writes, the way she shares, and she's very vulnerable and very transparent about her journey, and it makes it very relatable. It's something that we can connect with, and yeah, I think I really appreciate that. And Kemi, I have to say, there aren't many women in the tech field, and even when I look at the audience right now, it's just you and me. So I think it is so powerful to have you going through this journey, um, for all the young girls out there who are trying to get into tech, learning computer science, wanting to go into cloud. I think it is huge, and it is so much inspiration that you give us.
Thank you so much, Dr. Maya. You're one of the people that make me post a lot on LinkedIn. I'm like, oh, you always compliment my posts, so it's a ginger for me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being who you are, Kemi. You are an absolute rock star. The way you post, your mindset, and the way you show up for others in the community. To everyone who's listening, if you can relate, if you recognize the feeling of feeling behind, being stuck, unsure of yourself, not sure how to publicize and broadcast and showcase your skills and your projects, just keep in mind that we all go through it. Kemi is so sweet enough to share it with us. It's all about small steps, learning in public, and not waiting to be ready to start. Thank you so much, Kemi. I cannot thank you enough. I know it's pretty late. It's 11 p.m. for you in Nigeria. You've had a long day, an awful internet connection, and still you made the time to be here with us and share your story. So powerful. Thank you so much, Kemi.
Thank you. Thank you so much too. Thank you for having me. It's so good to be here. I feel like talking about this. And I hope, okay. Yeah, let me just share you my LinkedIn page.
Yep.
I think somebody's asking for it on the group.
Yep. Please do. Yeah. Azam is asking too. Please do share Kemi's posts and articles. So yeah, Kemi's got her LinkedIn. She does post on there. Definitely recommend that you follow her if you don't already. She's an absolute gem for the community for NextWork. We're so lucky to know you, Kemi, and thank you so much for taking the time today.
Thank you, Dr. Maya. I actually like talking, yeah, calling you Dr. Maya. It's a lot of work getting your PhD. So, yes, Dr. Maya.
I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks so much.
Thank
All right. Thanks everyone for joining wherever you are. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. I will
you.
be running another session in just a couple of minutes after taking a break. We'll just connect. We can chat more. If you're free, join in, stay tuned, and connect back. Otherwise, I will see you all soon. Take care and have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.